The goal of free will is the ability to create purpose in our lives. Because let's face it, without purpose, are we yet still one step removed from the animals? By becoming human, we gain the ability to decide between this path or that one. By creating one path, we annihilate all others behind us. This is why multiverse theory is a weak mental entanglement. For if all roads existed, what could be the purpose of choosing between them? It is fear of change. Fear of becoming something more that has held certain individuals back for the majority of human history. Let alone the misguided notion that choices are limited to the usual binary system of space-time conjecture. The truth is, on the road between zero and infinity, the choices are limited only by the amount of ability one has in creating their life step by step. We tread this terrain with the understanding that summoning and harnessing the proper mental energy is a complex matter. As has been mentioned in other articles on Intuitive Rationalism, personal progression goes a long way in bringing an individual to the point they are ready to take responsibility for their lives. Unrelenting development of self and active investment in the objective world are major keys in creation of an empowered reality. We travel the path of our lives playing by the rules of certain others who have come before us, which in most cases are utterly unqualified to make rules for anyone. Those who have broken through the limitations of these failed rules and systems can easily observe the inherent flaws that need to be cast aside to make place for the newer methods. Many other variables should be taken into consideration in the creation of an optimized life. In this world, the battle for survival is fought on all sides, at all times. Obstacle after hindrance will arise in the seeking of one's personal goals and objective truth. In the feedback loop of objective and subjective, we can narrow down the very lesser obstacles to the greater ones. We could in fact say one of the harshest obstacles of objectivity are other individuals. True, we live in a world where working together would create harmony instead of the discord we face on a consistent basis. But the majority of this planet haven't arrived at this conclusion, have they? They believe that to advance in life, anyone in their way must be trampled underfoot. Cooperation? Hardly a desirable ideal in these times. In examining this fact, we realize it is useless to crush obstacles/individuals without mercy. We must first understand these for what they are and deal with them according to their nature. Internally, we face obstacles as well. These are always of a more subtle and distracting kind. Emotions, fear, confusion, all set forth to block the way to a chosen goal. Whatever the obstacle, internal or external, we must seek ways to overcome them. If the external obstacle is an individual or group of individuals, they must be removed from your personal path. If it happens to be someone you care for, that makes their removal that much more difficult. It is here that the internal emotion clings with sentimentality to the way in which it wishes things were. However, people and events are never the way we wish they were. This isn't good or bad. If a person is a hindrance to development, they need to be removed in proper fashion. It is here we take stock in our life to discover what we need to become whole. When preparing a future endeavor, one must not look only at what one wants, but what is necessary for it to take place. In these, people rarely consider the cost and the effort needed to bring will to fruition. In most cases, when an individual actually succeeds in getting what they want, they have had to give up something in return. Instead of acceptance in this loss, they whine and kick their feet, complaining, "This is not what I wanted." For anyone, especially at first, it is difficult to look at all the problems that wash away compared to the ones that would remain if we were unable to institute change. With rational effort and focused patience, one can bring a healthy understanding to any situation. When we set forth an intention in life, we send a wave out into the universe. What it reflects back to you externally is the solution. The truth of our lives is not what we want it to be. Truth cares nothing about subjectivity. In comprehending this, we move into full acceptance and responsibility for our lives and what we have created within them. The ultimate price of truth is acceptance of this fact. The unknown variable between zero and infinity is an ever-becoming concept. Dig deep to understand what has been put forth in this dialogue. Understand the unknown variable can never be defined, only refined.